What's up, everyone? Thank you so much for coming back to the channel and clicking on this video. Today I'm playing the word game or the Wordle spinoff, Weddle. It's the NFL spinoff of Wordle, which everyone knows about. Is taking the world by storm. There's so many spinoffs of it. There's Wordle, Wardle, Nerdle, Quordle. So this is the NFL spinoff. Okay, so we're guessing NFL players. Okay, and for those of you that never played before, basically, this is the normal version. We're going to start off with the normal version. I have 8 guesses to guess the NFL player. In the normal version, it's only skill position players. So it's only quarterbacks, running backs, tight ends, wide receivers, right? Yes, right here. Okay. So pretty easy in my opinion. I'm very familiar with skill position players due to fantasy football. So I know probably 85% of the skill position players out there. I'll know. And yeah, so here we go. And as we play, I'll kind of explain to you a little more. And I'm shooting for 4 guesses, 4 or less. Okay. So I'm gonna start receiver. I tend to start receiver on the normal ones because there's a lot more receivers than there are other skill positions in the NFL. You know, each team has 5-6 receivers. So I'm going to go to the NFC North, let's say. Let's go to the NFC North. Let's go to the Packers, and let's go to Allen Lazard. Allen Lazard. Okay, so basically what this is saying, so the team is not Green Bay. The division is gray, so that means it's not in the AFC. Or sorry, it's not in the NFC. It's in the AFC. Yeah. If this were yellow, then that would mean it's in the NFC, just not the NFC North. And if it were green, it means it's in the NFC North. Position green, it means it's a wide receiver. Okay, height is 6'5". Because it's not yellow, that means I'm more than 2 inches away from the height. So it's anywhere, it's basically 6'2" or shorter is the player. And then the age is older than 26 and within 2. So it's either 27 or 28 years old, the player. And the player does wear number 13, which is kind of a lucky guess. So I'm looking for a wide receiver in the AFC that wears 13. The height and age, the age I'll have some kind of idea about. The height is going to be a little more of a stretch. So let me just think. AFC, okay, my favorite team. I know Keenan Allen wears number 13. And I know Keenan Allen is older than 26. He's been in the league since 2013. So he's getting, he's in his 30s. He's probably getting close to 30. I know he's shorter than 6'5". Obviously, I know he's a receiver. This could be it, actually. It could be Keenan Allen. No, not Keenan Allen. So again, see how it's yellow here? So it means it's in the AFC, which we already knew. Not in the AFC West. Still, obviously, a wide receiver. Shorter than 6'2", and not even within 2 inches. So we're saying shorter than 6 foot. So this is a short receiver. Younger than 29. Again, within 2. Still could be 27 or 28 years old. Looking for a receiver that wears 13 in the AFC. Let me just go to the AFC North. Deontay Johnson? What number does Deontay Johnson wear? I feel like he wears a team number. I feel like it's like 18 though. 18 or 19 or something like that. Claypool, I think, wears 11. I'm just going through receivers in the AFC. Hollywood Brown, what does he wear? Didn't he change his number? Not sure what Hollywood Brown wears. Sammy Watkins, but I'm positive Sammy Watkins is not under 6 foot and older than 29, I'm pretty sure, or at least 29. Stephon Diggs wears 14. Michael Pittman wears 11. Just trying to think of receivers. Colts, Jacksonville, Tennessee. I know AJ Brown wears 11. You know what I'm gonna do? You know who it could be? I'm just thinking now for Houston. I'm pretty sure Brandon Cooks wears 13. Obviously, he's in the AFC. Shorter than, but is Brandon Cooks older than 29? I feel like he's been in the league, since like 2014, maybe 15. So he could be right there. I'm gonna go Brandon Cooks and see what happens. There you go. It was Brandon Cooks. And I have played this before. I'm using a different. I'm using my YouTube page account, but you can see I got one played 100%. It was Brandon Cooks. So it was obviously Houston in the AFC South, a receiver. He was 5'10". He is 28 years old. I thought he was maybe a little older, and he does wear number 13, which basically that was the reason why I chose him, because he wore number 13. Good. So that's the normal version. Pretty easy, I'd say. I'd be disappointed if I missed this in 8 guesses, because again, I'm really familiar with that. So we're going to switch to the hard version. I don't know what dark mode is, but we're going to switch to the hard mode. And so hard mode is the same kind of, we're going through the same thing, except now there could be defense and special teams are in here. They're literally talking about any player. And this is much, much more difficult because there's a lot of, punters that I don't know off the top of my head. There's a lot of, backup linebackers and defensive linemen and cornerbacks that I don't know everyone. I unfortunately don't. I know a lot, but I don't know everyone. So we're going to see how this goes. I think I'm going to start. I'll go NFC again. We'll go NFC, and we will go. Let's go Nick Bosa. Let's go defense. No, I'm going to stick to wide receiver again. I am going to go NFC. I'm going to go Kadarius Toney. Okay, this didn't give us much. So what we do know is it's in the AFC. We do know because the position is not yellow, that means it's not offense. Obviously not wide receiver, but it's not any offensive player. It's either a defensive player or a special teams player. It's older than 23. Okay. Didn't really get much from there, except we know it's on defense or offense in the AFC. So I'm going to go AFC defense. I'm going to go Joey Bosa from my favorite team. Okay, we got a lot more here. So we know it's in the AFC, but we already knew that from the first one. We know it's not in the AFC West. We know he's 6'5", and younger than 26, and a linebacker. Okay. The problem with this one is they don't differentiate between like pass rushing linebackers and coverage linebackers, because to me those are two very different positions, which is like why I like the word edge, edge defender. Because an edge defender is either a linebacker or a defensive end that rushes the passer. Because calling Joey Bosa a linebacker and him saying he's the same as Darius Leonard from the Colts, they are two very different positions. But anyways, no, it's a linebacker. I'm going to go TJ Watt because I'm not sure how tall TJ Watt is. I assume he's right around this height. I'm pretty sure he's younger. He's obviously in the AFC. I'm pretty sure he's younger than 26. TJ Watt. So let's go TJ Watt. TJ Watt's 27, older than Joey Bosa. Joey Bosa was drafted in 2015 or 2016? 2016, I believe. Wow, that's kind of shocking. I thought TJ Watt's only been in the league like 4 years. Must have been drafted pretty old. Okay, didn't really get much from here, except that we eliminated the AFC North. Yeah, that's basically it. Okay, I mentioned him earlier. Let's go Darius Leonard. I know he's a linebacker. I know he's in the AFC South. He's only been playing for 3 years now, so he's definitely younger than 26. Don't know how tall he is. Don't know if he's 6'5". I'd be a little shocked if he's 6'5". The fact that he's 6'5" does make me think it's a pass rushing linebacker, not a coverage linebacker. But we're just gonna go Darius Leonard. And okay, we did get a little bit in. We got AFC South. We got the AFC South. It's 26. Darius Leonard, 26. Man, maybe the COVID year just threw me off and I lost track of I'm not counting that year in my head or something. I knew he was going to be shorter than 6'5". Okay, so we need most likely a pass rusher from either Jacksonville, Houston, or Tennessee. Man, Houston, I'm going to be drawing blanks on. I hope it's not from Houston. Jacksonville. You know who I'm going to go with? I think he would fit all this. Is Josh Allen, the defensive player. If you guys remember last season, Josh Allen, when he played Buffalo, he had like a monster game. You know, Josh Allen sacked Josh Allen like twice, or intercepted him in a sack fumble or something. Okay, so I know he's in the AFC South. I know he's a linebacker. I'm almost positive he's younger than 26, either 24 or 25. His number would have to be under 50. I thought linebackers were in the 50s or the 90s. Oh, I know they've changed it recently. Okay, I'm gonna go Josh Allen from Jacksonville, and I hope this is it. Perfect, got it. Bang! Wow, that's awesome. That's really, really awesome. So I got it. I was pretty lucky that it was a pretty well-known player. You know, Josh Allen was a very high draft pick. He's a starter. You know, you could literally get, I assume, like third-string players. It doesn't let me look through, but I'm pretty sure you can get like third-string linebackers or defensive linemen. So pretty lucky that it was. You know, I'm not going to go very deep into Jacksonville's roster, and you know, I'm going to have a very surface level knowledge of their defensive players and their offensive linemen, their special teams players, because I don't watch a lot of their games. But I do know, you know, several of the starters, and obviously Josh Allen is one of their more well-known players due to when he was drafted, him having the same name as the quarterback. But yeah, so you can see, guys, I knew he was a linebacker. He is 6'5". He was 24 years old, which I was almost positive he was under 26 because I think he's in his third year, or just finished his third year. I didn't know he wore 41. He might have changed this last year. I remember that linebackers can wear in the 40s, but I know they changed the rules on who can wear what numbers. Yeah, so that's Weddle. It's actually pretty fun. I enjoy it. I'll be interested to see what dark mode is, and I'll be interested to see how long I can keep the hard mode streak going, because I don't think I can keep it going for that long. But I'll be interested to see. Normal mode, I'd be disappointed if I missed it. So that was Weddle, guys. I'll be back with some more Weddle games later in the week. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And yeah, please, if you did, subscribe to the channel, like the video, leave a comment on how you did, and if you got it in less than 5 guesses. So yeah, thank you again, and I'll see you guys next time.